Hello, kitchenettes. How is everybody today? I'm very early. Let me take this off real quick. I am very early today because I have a dentist appointment today, and I was afraid that I was going to miss you all and have to cancel because my dentist appointment is at 3. I'm getting a new crown. So I don't know how long that's going to take, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys something to watch. So I came home and I put tater tots in my air fryer, and then I put some chicken nuggets in my air fryer, and I'm going to show you how to make gravy. I'm super excited about this. Gravy is something super simple that stretches really easy. So I get excited about gravy. I know a lot of people love gravy. My homegirl Vanessa loves her some brown gravy, but it's real easy to do. So welcome to my Bare Bones Kitchen. Thank you for joining me for Monday Morsels very early. It's like lunchtime here now, but we're going to make it through this together. Yeah, it's been a very exciting week. It's super exciting for me to go on there and see that I've surpassed 100. And it's like, what's my next goal? Because you guys are all so supportive, and it's really awesome to have you guys in my corner, and I appreciate every one of you, kitchenettes. It's been great. So hopefully you're still getting lots of good information out of me, and I do have some stuff coming down the pipeline. Obviously t-shirts are still a thing. I am going to start narrowing down my class stuff, so that's why I haven't announced anything major about the class stuff yet, because I'm struggling a little bit on that. So I will get it narrowed down. I will give you the information as soon as I know the information, and yeah, let's make some gravy, baby. So I just have my pan heating up here a little bit. The most important thing you have to remember about making gravy is your roux. I'm just doing a simple country gravy. Your fat and your flour, you want them to be even. So if you use 2 tablespoons of butter, you're going to want to use 2 tablespoons of flour. You just want it to be an even keel thing. For my liquid, I'm actually just using some milk. I warmed it up a little bit so it's not like super rigid fridge cold. And then if you're trying to make like a chicken gravy, you can use chicken stock. If you're trying to make a brown gravy, you can use beef stock. And you're going to just adjust those spices as they work for you. I tend to keep the country gravy just to salt and pepper. I don't like to add a lot of garlic to it. And if I'm just doing it as a basic gravy. So I have about 2-ish tablespoons of butter here. I'm going to let that melt down real quick. I think I'm going to throw a little bit more in there because I actually put 2 heaping tablespoons of flour in a little container. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I am early. Gravy has always been like a favorite thing in my house, like as far as myself, because you can put it on everything. So I'm actually making like a tater tot chicken nugget bowl. You know, there's like a company out there that specializes in chicken, and they do like the mashed potato bowl. I'm kind of doing the same thing. It's like that with tachos. So we're combining them together. Very basic. I'm just honestly starving, so that's where I'm at right now. All right, so that's mostly melted down. I'm just going to add my flour, and you're just going to blend it together. And if you're using a meat for this, like if you're doing like a hamburger gravy or something like that, feel free to put that flour on top. You're just going to end up coating all your pieces really well, and then when you add your milk, it'll thicken up. You can also use cornstarch as a thickener for your gravy. It's just gonna, I think we talked about that a couple weeks ago. It's just gonna give it that translucent look. I'm just gonna add my milk in a little bit at a time so my gravy doesn't clump up, but it will get thick. Hopefully I put enough milk in here. I may not have, because sometimes I just do that. That's what happens when you don't measure anything, huh? Hola, Miranda. That's the extent of my Spanish. Unless you want to hear bad words. That's the only other parts I know is bad words. Shocker, right? Coming from me. And I think if you're using cornstarch for your gravies, I think you're going to go gluten-free with that. So if you're a gluten-free person, you could definitely do that. And if you're a dairy-free person, you could do whatever butter substitute or oil that you use, and you can actually use an oat milk or any kind of substitute milk that you currently use. That works as well. It may come across a little bit sweeter because I know some of those non-dairy options are a little bit sweeter, but you're probably used to that anyways. So it's not going to make much of a difference to you if it's a little on the sweet side, because you're just going to kind of notice it's just going to taste regular to you. All right, so that's a nice little gravy action there. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I think I need to add a little bit more milk because, of course, I did not use enough. Super cold in there. It'll be all right, though. And then I'm going to do a little bit of salt and pepper, and that is going to be the extent of the country gravy lesson. Because then I'm going to pour it on top of my tots and my chicken nuggets, and I'm going to eat it because I'm starving. That's how I roll sometimes. Lots of black pepper in a country gravy. That's what I like. Because to me, a country gravy should be white with little pepper flakes in it. But again, if you're adding sausage or, I don't know, whatever meat or meat substitute you're using, that will, whatever suits your taste, do that. How about that? Whatever suits your taste. Yum. I like to add just a little bit. Yes, if you do the bouillon, you're going to change the flavor profile. So I'm just doing a basic, very basic country gravy. Adding the chicken stock or the beef broth or veggie broth is going to give it a completely different, I mean, this is just a basic white country gravy. So you can absolutely do a chicken gravy or a beef-based gravy, brown gravy. You can absolutely do that. And that bouillon would actually give this one a nice flavor as well. But I'm being a basic bitch today, okay? Hey, Nessa! And I didn't say, hey, Nicole. Hey, Nicole! So there we go. That's going to go right over my delicious tots and nuggets because I'm so high class like that. I know Nessa likes the brown gravy, so she would do the beef broth for sure. So look at that. Oh, yeah. Getting it done. That plate is freaking hot. It's a good thing. And you could add cheese to this too, if that's your thing. I'm not going to lie, I would add cheese, but I am all out of cheese. I need to go grocery shopping in the worst way. We're talking for real's bare-bone kitchen up in this bitch today. I do know you love gravy, girl. I do know. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have taken this away yet. There you go, guys. Tots and nuggets and gravy. So that's all I have today. Thanks for joining me early. I apologize for that, but I do have to go to the dentist, so I didn't want to miss again because of my poor scheduling choices. Because, yeah. Completely out of cheese too. Not sure. I don't know how that can happen either. I guess it's because we eat a lot of cheese. I don't know. Alright, guys. I'll see you Wednesday for another episode of Bare Bones Kitchen. Thanks, kitchenettes. Love you all.